Hi, Leo. Welcome to, this is going to be a general reading, not time-stamped or not time-stamped, I'm not putting a date on it um, because it's a general reading. It is also a collective reading, and it's not going to resonate with everybody because not every single Leo in the world is going through the same thing at the same time. So, if it doesn't resonate with you, check out your moon and rising signs, and if you're still not finding your answers, check out perhaps another tarot reader or whatever. Ask for guidance because you never know where your answer is going to be. Sometimes it could be in a song or a license plate or something. You never know. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, we thank you for Leo, and we thank you for whatever message it is that you have for them through this Celtic cross. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity, clear and concise messages, and clarification, confirmation, and validation as we see what it is that you have to say to Leo today. Okay, Leo, your current situation, Six of Earth. This is a very generous place to be. It's like you are, whether you're in a relationship or anything like that, it's all give and take, equal give and take. I'm going to pull all the cards, and then we're gonna do the reading because I have a tendency to go with a particular storyline, and then as I pull the cards, I'll find out that not quite the same. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of water in here. So which means that this is a very emotional time for you. So what I'm feeling like is again, you're in a situation where there's a lot of equal give and take. It's a generous place to be. You're being very generous. People are being generous with you, all that kind of stuff. What's crossing you is the King of Fire. Now, it's odd that it is showing up as something crossing you. The only thing I'm pulling from that is that you are very passionate about something that you're not being true to yourself about. Whether it be in your work situation or just general life journey, perhaps. You're not being true to yourself about something. See, this particular king, he's got a lot of wisdom, and his heart is illuminated. So he's got a passion that he follows, and whether that is strictly for him or for the betterment of his kingdom, he's going to follow that passion, and he's going to lead with his heart. He's very emotionally intelligent, very emotionally fulfilled, but he's going to lead with his heart, with his own personal decisions and with the decisions for his kingdom. Okay, so I feel like there's something going on where you're not being very true to yourself. However, this is the root cause of, or the underlying issue for this spread is that there's some wish fulfillment, that perhaps you have a dream that you're not following. There are things that you want to do that you've not allowed yourself to do, but you know it's there for you. You know with all your heart that it's there for you. You just haven't moved toward it. Recently, however, you've had some sort of communications. This could be with people. This could be with your spirit guides, your angels, your archangels. This is passionate communication, because with this deck, whenever I see this card, I always feel like it really has something to do with communicating with the other side, with your angels, your spirit guides, versus with people. It could have to do with people though. But also I see here that this panda is moving, and this creature is riding on the panda. So it's possible that you just changed something in your life. Perhaps you moved toward a new job. Perhaps you moved toward a new relationship. Perhaps you moved toward into another home. You've moved something in your life. Okay. They said go back to this card. They said it's not that you're not following your passion. They're saying you haven't defined your passion. And that is your issue. You know that you want to, you know that you're not being fulfilled where you are, even though you recently made this move. Possibly you thought this move, be it a job or a home or whatever, new city, whatever, you thought that was going to be the answer. But it's still not, because you haven't defined what you want. You're kind of it's almost like you're saying, okay, whatever, universe, whatever, just, guide me, lead me. But the universe wants you to say whatever. It's kind of like a couple different scenarios. It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant, you can't just sit there and say, okay, whatever. And whenever they bring you something, it's like, ugh, I don't like broccoli. I love broccoli, but something like that. You have to specify what it is that you want. You have to look into your heart and decide, what is it that I want? Because your wishes, your greatest wishes, cannot be fulfilled if they don't know what they are. Okay, Leo? And it feels like I said, this recent, whatever it was, a move, or maybe a start on a journey trying to figure it out, or whatever. Recently there's been some kind of movement along some lines. Your overall energy is the 10 of Fire. This is an exciting card to have. I love this particular depiction too, because 10 means I'm completing a cycle, right? You hear my stomach, it's growling. So 10 means you're completing a cycle. So in this particular card, and if you look at it real good, she's like just everything that doesn't serve her, getting it out of her life. She's burning it away. Every single thing that doesn't serve her, that is not in her highest or best interest. She's just getting it all away. Go, out of here. Okay, so in your near future, you're getting the Queen of Water. So the Queen of Water is very creative, and she creates from her heart. She's emotionally intelligent. She is very directed, very creative, very inspiring, all those different things. So it looks like you're moving toward, or your potential in the near future is to have it figured out. But the first thing you have to do is figure it out. Not only have it figured out, but to master whatever it is that you're going for. It's all a little bit, I don't want to say confusing, because it's not confusing. It's just not real specific, but they're laughing. They said, because you're not being real specific, Leo. They want you to get real specific, but once you decide, it's there for you, and you're gonna be on top of it. It's really kind of funny the way that their attitude. Currently, the way you're looking at the situation is, you're feeling bliss to some extent. Here's a little fairy sitting on a rock, and she's playing her flute, and she's, kind of like, la, 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 la. Just take me where you want to take me, universe. It's like that's the attitude that you have. And again, they're wanting to move you in a direction, but it's like you have to decide, where is that direction, Leo? The outside influences is the Four of Air. This is the same as the Four of Swords. So, excuse excuse me. The Four of Swords is whenever there's one issue that you're trying to overcome, and it's kind of like you overcome it, and you put that sword to rest. It's underneath you. You're done with that and moving forward. So in this picture, the Four of Air, this girl is kind of sitting over there. She's like, I don't know. So it's like they're waiting on you to make a decision. This is wild. It's like, look at her. She's kind of frustrated. That's like your angel. She's almost kind of frustrated. Like, are you ever going to decide what it is you want? Because as soon as you can decide, we can go to work. So it's funny because a lot of people, I don't know about a lot of people, but like I used to believe that whenever I prayed, I had to ask for things. But it occurred to me, and this was just the other day, that the Lord's Prayer, Jesus, whenever Jesus gave us the example of how to pray, he didn't say, God, please give us our daily bread if it's your will. No, he knew that his daily bread was his to have. So he didn't say, God, please do it. He said, give me this day. Give us this day our daily bread. In other words, he knew what he wanted. He stated what he wanted, and he didn't state it in the form of a question. It was stated as not a command, but, I know this is mine, so just bring it to me. That kind of deal. Which is like, it's like, wow, really? But it's like, that's what they're waiting for you to do. Tell me what to do, Leo. Your angels, your guides, your archangels. Figure it out. Tell me what you want to do so I can go to work for you. Your hopes and your fears, you're getting the Five of Water. So I feel like part of what's going on with you and why you're not making a decision is because you're afraid that to make a decision, you will have to possibly deal with some things that you're not wanting to deal with. Okay, let me see if I can explain that better. I want to take this next step. I really want to take this next step. But I feel like if I take this next step, I'm going to have to look at some things in my life that I'm not necessarily so proud of. But I know if I just take that next step and get on the other side of it, things are going to be great. But dang, it's kind of scary to take that next step because I don't know. I don't want to go through the emotional. See, she's saturated. She's like all in water. And look at her heart. She's like all in water and her heart is just exposed. And whenever we're going through a personal journey, sometimes we feel like that. Sometimes we feel like we just got cracked open and we don't know, are we ever going to get past it? And perhaps you've had something like that happen in your past. Like it's almost like you're trying to not, you're already on this journey, and it's almost like you to go that next step, you're going to have to get cracked open again. There's another level of yourself that they want to show you that you need to work on or something like that. So your hope to move to the next level is your fear, because you know that to move to that next level, they're going to crack you open. They're going to show you how to love deeper than you ever imagined you could love. They're going to show you, Leo, and the only way that we can understand about loving deeper is to really experience it. So they're going to show you, and sometimes that comes with pain. It's like you can't experience tall unless you know what short is. You can't experience love unless you know what hate is. You can't experience sadness unless you know what joy is. All those things. So to bring you to that next level of love or joy or whatever it is, you know that you're going to have to go back into somewhere in your past or some action or something and experience some great uncomfortable emotions. Okay. So your potential outcome is the Seven of Water. I feel like that means that whenever you are done with this process, you're going to have so many options open up to you, um, based on what you want. But you have to decide what it is that you want. And then you're going to be able to choose from all these options that are all in line with exactly what you want. But Leo, you have to decide what you want. That's your message. Decide what you want. It's really a cute message. I'm sure if you're worried about this part, you're not feeling it so cute right now, because those, it's almost like I know that I might get thrown into a dark night of the soul type scenario. And those, I don't have time for that, or whatever your thoughts are. I don't have time for it. I don't want to take time for it. I don't want to go through the emotional part of it. It's more about the emotions of it. Okay, Leo, this is very exciting. This is so funny. It's like she's so frustrated with you, your little guardian angel. She's saying, make a decision already so I can go to work. I'm sitting here bored, dang it. Okay, Leo. Let's get the PS. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit. Show us the PS for Leo. What is the PS for Leo in this situation, in this journey? Show us the PS for Leo, please. It's the Four of Cups. Okay, so with the Four of Cups, it's like, in this particular case, it's even more funny because it's like, okay, look, Leo, we put this cup out, this cup out, this cup out. None of them are good for you. Look, here's another cup. Do you like that one? Look, because they helped you move to wherever it is you wanted to move. But that's still not good enough for you. It's not that it's not good enough. I'm sorry, this is just funny. It's because it's not even that it's not good enough for you. It's that it doesn't feel you like you thought it was gonna. So this is what they're saying. Look, we've given you this cup, and this cup. How about this cup? Make a decision. It's really cute. And then you're getting the King of Swords. Okay, so they're saying figure out what your truth is. Figure out, communicate it with us. Let's get to work here, because you're trying to go somewhere and we want to help you get there, but you got to tell us where it is you want to go. I love that. And there's that tower. Okay, so I think that you're really worried that that's what this is about, that if to go to that next level or to make that decision, some people in your life might get real upset. Maybe it's gonna take, not that you're going to create the tower moment, but that you're going to create a tower moment for yourself and others if you take this next step. Okay, so I'm going to get some clarification on that. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show me exactly what you mean with this tower in this PS. What is it that you're trying to say to Leo with this tower in this PS? We thank you for clear, concise messages, and we thank you for humor in your messages. Yeah. So, okay, so you could be moving on from people that don't want you to move on from them. I'm going to give you an example. A couple that I know, their daughter was graduating, and she wanted to, after graduation, instead of going to college, she wanted to go spend a year in a foreign country as a missionary. And it was a very unsettled area. And it was something that she really, really, really wanted to do. She was ready to leave everything behind and go do something for herself that was important to her. And it was a huge tower moment for her family, because they were worried about her safety and all that other stuff. So, and that's what this is making me think of, is that whatever it is that you're wanting to do, you're probably thinking, nobody's going to understand this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you, Leo. You have to do you. You really have to do you. it, no matter, my daughter's, my baby girl is a Leo, and I almost feel like I might be talking to her with this. You have to do you, even if it hurts mom's heart. You have to do you. Even if it hurts your dad's heart, you have to do you. You can't live your life expecting other people or doing what other people expect of you. Okay? All right, Leo. This is a really, really cool reading. I'm really excited that Spirit was humorous with us. And you got this. Whatever it is, you just have to decide. Or you might already know, you just have to communicate it with Spirit, because guess what? They're waiting for you to. I just think, I love this card. I think it's so hilarious that she's just sitting there almost frustrated with you because you're not making a decision about what it is you want. Okay, that's enough. Listen, y'all go out and have a super duper day. Thank you so much for stopping in, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.